Have you ever noticed how advice can show up uninvited sometimes, like they're a backseat driver for your soul? Well, let's talk about that. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Reverend Sharon Renae, and welcome to this week's Sunday Inspiration presented by Spiritually Centered. And today, the topic really is stay in your lane, right? Because we in life often can have a hard time when other people try to help us, or we try to exert ourselves on other people, telling them what to do because we know better. We know better what they need because maybe we've been in the position longer, we've got longer experience, we've lived longer, so we want to take over and to really help that person. We really feel that we're being helpful and we're being meaningful. And so this might be what I refer to too as a helicopter mom, somebody that's really tried to navigate their kids' lives. And it's hard to know sometimes that we are crossing over those lanes until it starts to happen to us, until somebody's bombarding us with information about how we need to do things, what needs to happen, how it should be. And it starts to really kind of deflect inside of you that, first of all, you become resistant and you become defensive after a while. But it's like you start to question, well, do I not have the capability of making these decisions for myself? Do I not know what I'm doing? And you're going, well, yes, I know what I'm doing. And in some cases, it's like it's your job. You've been trained to do it, right? You know what it is. And it's kind of like, you've heard that phrase, don't tell me how to do my job, right? But when we are approaching people in life and we are overwhelming them with unsolicited advice, we are crossing the lane. We are going into territory that we think that what we know is best for them. Now, maybe that is, but it's their choice. It's their journey. And this is something that's really, really, really important, is that change is uncomfortable. Change never comes without discomfort. So I want to say that. And so when somebody is going through a new change, or you're in an environment where there's a group of people going through change, we have to be willing to be uncomfortable. We have to be willing to let mistakes show up. Because when we're doing something new that we haven't done before, we might make mistakes. And when we're trying to give so much advice that we're holding somebody back because our advice is the best advice, we're not letting them learn what they need to learn. All we're doing is providing frustration. We're providing doubt, distrust, because we're sending the message that we don't trust them to make their own decisions, right? And it's kind of like we have to love people enough to let them go, to let them make those decisions. And again, you can reflect, you can understand it when it's you and people are coming at you with this unsolicited advice. And I don't know anybody that likes it. I don't know anybody that says, I want unsolicited advice. I want people telling me what to do that I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear what they have to say, so I want them to tell me, right? So we need to be mindful. Like, are we trying to help and give beneficial information, or are we navigating from the place that we're in and that we are uncomfortable with what might happen in that situation? And are we trying to actually control that situation for them and for ourselves? Because there's different ways that this can show up. And it's like we have to stay in our lane. And what somebody else's learning experiences need to be their own. And we need to trust them to be able to do that. And we have to sometimes say, I love you and I trust you. And I'm going to just let you do what it is. And for whatever that is, you have my love and you have my support. And however it works out, we will end up managing it together or supporting each other. So we have to be willing to sometimes shut up, to bite our tongue, right? To step back, to let the person do what is theirs to do. And who knows? It might have the perfect end result. And you might be amazed. So let's practice staying in our lane and trusting that the other person has their life under their control. And until next time, namaste.